This is what you call a man who has hopped into a foreign environment willingly. Yes, willingly. Now into the video. So if you're thinking of having cold showers, or perhaps you've already made up your mind to do so, let me give you my honest truth about my personal experience having done the 30 days of cold showers. I'll tell you the exact benefits I received. None of these hundreds of benefits are listed. I'll give you my personal experience having done them. I'll also provide a breakdown for you guys in this video of how difficult it actually was to complete the 30 days. And then to finish off, I'll provide my honest opinion on whether I'd recommend it to you to implement into your daily routine. Let's get into it, man. So instead of listing the hundreds of benefits that are out there on the web regarding cold showers specifically, I'm going to give you my top 3 benefits that I experienced from this challenge. So let's get into benefit 1. The first benefit I would say was magical. You know, it helped me save money as well. This one I'm going to call the Caffeine Hit. After my cold shower, I felt like I just had a double shot coffee running through my system. And this feeling lasted for about 3 to 4 hours. Once I hopped out of that shower, I felt a huge sense of mental clarity, increased alertness, and also this tingling rush that you would get from coffee, you know, from caffeine. It served as a great coffee substitute for me, essentially. Many studies have shown that just 2 minutes of cold exposure can actually increase our dopamine concentrations by 250%. I'm not no scientist and, you know, I have no clue what that means, but I definitely felt that increase in dopamine. I felt this healthy rush of dopamine come through. It's like a big sense of satisfaction and accomplishment because you've done something to start your day off if you choose to do this in the morning, and then also a good boost of motivation for the rest of your day. So the caffeine hit is a huge benefit, so keep that one in mind. So this second benefit is the most important in my opinion, and it's also the hardest to measure. I call this one the tolerance tamer. If you're someone who gets irritated easily in certain situations or reacts badly when things don't go your way, or perhaps lack a bit of self-control, taking cold showers can definitely fix that and become the solution to those problems. So one thing I noticed after the 30 days of the cold showers was my tolerance to cold weather was far higher, like ridiculously higher. I'll give you guys an example. I went to the beach not long ago, about a week ago, and what I felt was I got into the water. It was warm water. Get out, and then the temperature was about 15, 16 degree temperature outside. And typically on a winter day with a bit of wind, I'd be freezing. I'd be shivering, wanting to head to the car straight away. But I was walking back up to the car and I was like, wow, this is crazy. My body's actually acclimated to the cold. So walking without a shirt on at the beach in winter sounds crazy, but my body was like, this is chilled. Like, I'm chilled, you know. We're walking around and it feels like a normal, like, spring day. You know, I didn't really feel the effects of the cold. So your tolerance is far higher to certain things, especially the cold weather. Also, after the regular cold showers, I felt like I was less stressed in stressful situations. So I could act more calmer and regulate my emotions far better than I could if I didn't have those showers. It builds this tolerance in you to, you know, when things don't go your way, you're just like, it's all right. You know, we've experienced more difficult stuff like this before. So that's one thing. And additionally, I felt like self-discipline and willpower, those definitely increased. And those two are really important in, you know, day-to-day life as well. I think, for example, you know, when I'd walk into the kitchen and there's some chips on the table, you know, the willingness to actually go and eat those chips, far less. That impulsive behavior isn't there as much because you're forcing yourself to do something you don't want to do in the morning, and that creates that self-discipline. And yeah, tackling any task, a big work task as well, you're more likely to do it because you've self-disciplined yourself straight away in the morning. And yeah, you're just building that self-discipline through these showers. So that's a huge one for me, and I think it's definitely the most important in my opinion. So keep that in mind for number 2. Now, the third benefit is extremely helpful if you're someone who likes to work out and who's constantly active. I call this one the muscle makeover. If you do any exercise during the day, whether it's cardio or weightlifting, you'll find that cold showers are a great muscle makeover. What I mean by that, it's literally a recovery machine. For example, one day I went to go do arms at the gym. I came back after my big arm day and I was like, my arms are sore. So the next day, I really felt that soreness, and then I hopped into the cold shower, and no joke, after the cold shower, I'd say about 80 to 90% of that soreness was gone. It was relieved. It's crazy to think about, but the cold exposure actually acts as a recovery machine. Recently I bought this thing called a Theragun. I think you may have heard of it. It's this thing it's like a machine, it's like a gun machine thing. You put it on your arms, legs, whatever. It's like help recovery. Costs about $500, and that's the minimum price. There's ones that are thousands of dollars. If you're looking to find a method of recovery for working out or staying active, you've literally got one in your bathroom. I had no clue this was a proper recovery method. I've seen, people saying cold exposure is good for inflammation and to relieve inflammation and, obviously help recovery. But I'm telling you, it's pretty damn good for that. If you're doing it regularly and you want to stay active, fit, make sure your muscles are strong. Yeah, if you don't want to spend $500 on a Theragun, what you can do is hop into your shower. You've got a recovery machine in your bathroom. So that was crazy to me once I actually felt the effect of a cold shower on my muscles. So obviously it's not as easy as just putting a device to your skin and, getting that recovery. You can just, if you put yourself through 2 minutes of discomfort, you're not getting just one benefit of recovery, you're getting multiple benefits. So keep that in mind. Benefit 3, the muscle makeover. Okay, now time for the breakdown. So day 1 was not good. I get in, that initial shock is horrible. I haven't taken many cold showers in my life, so that initial shock definitely got me of that cold water. And I wanted to get out in the first 5-10 seconds, but pushed through to about a minute and a half, then got out. So the rough period of my showers, I'd say, were about a minute and a half to 2 minutes. Some went a bit longer, some maybe a little shorter, but roughly a minute and a half to 2 minutes. That first day, not good, managed to get through it, shock on the body, but yeah. So days 2 to 10 were a lot better. This is where the initial shock started to wear off. Days 2 to 5, there was still that initial shock. I'm not gonna lie, you get in, you're like, this is freezing. After day 5 to 10, you're like, the initial shock wears off, but the cold shower is still hard. Light work, baby, light work. It's actually too easy at this point. This is what happens when you do something over and over again. After 30 seconds, you still want to, get out. But obviously, you're not feeling that freezing feeling from the beginning. You feel it and you're like, you can get through it. You can get through it because you've done it before for the past 5 days. But yeah, just that longer duration from about 45 seconds to 2 minutes is still really hard. So that's days 2 to 10. Now, days 11 to 20 was where I felt like it is slowly but surely becoming a habit. That initial shock was not fully gone. It was still there, but that whole period of a cold shower, it was conquered. I've done it. So it's like, I get in there, I know what I'm in for. I'm in for a, annoying experience, a very discomforting experience, but when I get out, I know the benefits. So I'd already reaped the benefits, so I was actually excited to get out of that cold shower and excited to, in the last 30 seconds, it was a great feeling. So yeah, definitely became much easier from that day 11 to 20 period. Now by day 21, Day 21 to 30, this is where it is habitual. Light work, it's light work. This is where you're like, it has become part of my routine, and you start to really not care.
Desensitized, baby.
You wake up in the morning and you're like, I'm doing it.
Day 25. Got 5 more days left, man. Oh, it's cold this morning, man. I'm not keen to get in. Oh god. It's like 10 degrees this morning, which is cold for Sydney, bro. Very cold for Sydney. 3, 2, 1, go. I swear the water's colder when the temperature's colder outside. The pipes must get like icicles on them or something, bro. It gets colder when the temperature's cold.
I didn't get a cold shower in this morning, so I just had football, and the last thing I want to do is have a cold shower. I want to relax, have a nice warm shower, but no, I think we're in the last few days of the challenge, so. And it became much easier. That initial shock was gone. Your body's kind of already, it knows what it's in for. It knows the benefits, so you get in there and you kind of enjoy it, and you have a smile on your face. You know, for the first 20 days, there was no smile on my face whatsoever during the period of the shower. But after, day 21 to 30, you definitely embrace the feeling of it.
Last cold shower. Day 30. Let's go, man. We're finishing it off with a nighttime cold shower, man. Weird. I didn't get a chance to have one this morning, early in the morning, so I thought I'd finish it off tonight.
So yeah, that was just the habit stage, 21 to 30. Now for the final and honest, brutal opinion of this challenge. There's so many people doing this on the internet, probably hundreds of videos on YouTube of I did 30 days having cold showers, but I wanted to give you guys my truth, the honest opinion on how I thought of it, and would I recommend it to you guys? Yes, if you're someone who wants to increase self-discipline, willingness, and have a good start to your day. But if you have a routine that works for you in the mornings, and you're not looking for something more, then there's no need. I mean, there's no need to try it. But if you really want something that's gonna, instead of watching IG Reels motivation, you can provide yourself with far more motivation by getting into that shower, getting out and being like, we got the day sorted. So I would recommend it for someone who's looking for that extra boost. But if you've got your stuff sorted in the mornings or in the day and you don't need that, extra boost, then by all means stick with your current routine. But yeah, I would recommend it for someone who's looking for, a bit more self-discipline in their routine and a bit more structure and motivation to kind of set their day straight and a positive kind of trajectory for the day. So yeah, guys, let me know what you thought of the video. Took 30 days, filmed all of this within 30 days. So hope you enjoyed it, and like the video if you did enjoy. It'd be much appreciated. Subscribe if you guys are new, and I'll catch you in the next video.
Ice bath next. Potentially. If this video gets 200 likes, I'll do ice baths for a certain amount of days. Don't know how long, maybe 10-day ice bath. Yeah, let's do that. If the video gets 200 likes, I'll do a 10-day ice bath. Well, obviously not in one succession, but yeah, 10 days. It's not gonna get 200, but if it does, then yeah. Let's go.